Yo, let's talk about it, man. The fight has finally happened. We have finally gotten Benavidez versus Plant, and let's just talk about what happened through this fight. Now, I know a few people were criticizing the scorecards, but I think they were pretty spot on. Like I can honestly see both sides to it. As long as you have Benavidez as the winner on your scorecard, that's all that matters to me in a sense. Um, Realistically, I think the closest it should be was 116, 112. But I'm not mad at the people that had it 115, 113. I think a lot of people gave Plant at least, I probably could say probably 5 of the first 6 rounds. So um of course that will be the people that honestly have it 115, 113. Because after once round 6 hit, Plant didn't win a single round since, man. Benavidez totally outclassed him, dominated him. He just kept coming forward and eventually wore down Caleb Plant. Now I do want to say, when I say wore down Caleb Plant, I can't fully give Benavidez all the praise for that, even though he kind of did. When we seen almost every single fight, that almost all the championship fights of Caleb Plant, when it comes down to those championship rounds, he's always gas. Even the Uzakati fight that he when he won his IBF title, down to the I forgot dude's name, but we just, like I said, even when he fought what's this guy from Minnesota? Damn, I forgot the guy's name. It's a guy from Minnesota that he fought. This was during the COVID years as well. This is before he fought. This is before he fought Canelo. I forgot dude's name, but he wore down in that fight, even though he won that convincingly. It's just we've seen it time and time again. Of course, in the Canelo fight, he wore down, and then in his Benavidez fight, he wore down. So I don't know what he has to do as far as his strength and conditioning goes, but he needs to work on that heavily, man. Because if you're gonna keep fighting pressure fighters like this who have the power and hand speed of Benavidez, those are the fights he's gonna lose. Now, of course, certain guys like Uzakati has some power, but he kind of just dropped off a cliff after that fight. So it lets you know he wasn't the same anymore. Canelo, like I said, I'm trying to remember the guy from Minnesota, man. I might have to go check. I might have to check Caleb Plant's box rec because I cannot remember his name to save my life right now. I'm gonna tell you guys right now. I'm stopping this mid time. Caleb Truax, yes, Caleb Truax. Even in that fight, you could sell. Even though he dominated that fight, you can still see he was fatigued in that fight. It's just that Caleb Truax isn't world level anymore. So yeah, that's a huge hurdle Caleb needs to jump over, man, and really get better. I don't know what's his regimen like. I really haven't looked too much into his training and what he does, and box, like YouTube videos, and see what he's doing. But he is a skilled boxer. But it seems like when he goes against these guys who can take a punch and can dish one out and come forward the whole fight, he's gonna lose these fights. He's just gonna keep getting worn down. So honestly, he realistically should have been knocked out in this fight. But it's a few things I think David Benavidez needs to work on. Then of course you have to take into account that Caleb Plant was cold. He was clenching a lot this fight, man. There was a lot of clenching. There was a lot of times where he's literally just holding one David Benavidez right hand for like 10, 12 seconds straight, and Benavidez is just spamming left hooks at him. And Kenny Bayless, oh my God, don't get me on Kenny Bayless. Kenny Bayless wasn't even breaking it up or saying, "Yeah, I'm gonna deduct the point for holding." I don't even know. I can't even remember him giving a warning to Caleb Plant. So, and then of course, I can't remember what round it was where Caleb Plant got the cut, and he was bleeding a little bit from over his eye, and Kenny Bayless just stops the fight mid fight and just goes and gives him an extra breather. I'm like, come on, bro, we cannot be doing this, especially considering that Benavidez just hurt this dude, and now you're giving him an extra breather. Um, and honestly, man, that was just all in all, it was just a bad performance from Kenny Bayless as well, man. Kind of saved him a little bit. But yeah, man, David Benavidez is one of them more. I would have loved to see the knockout. I honestly picked wrong. I thought Caleb Plant would win. I thought he'll be able to move around for 12 rounds and outbox Benavidez. But like I said, man, he didn't have it. The legs, he got the extra ring size. He got the bigger the. They were using a 22 by 22 foot ring, which is bigger than the usual size rings, and he still couldn't move around for damn near like the last like 5 6 rounds. So I don't know what's the issue there, but he has to work on that, Caleb Plant. So, but honestly, man, the fight that I think everybody's looking forward to after this would be David Benavidez versus Canelo. Man, the pressure's gonna be on Canelo now after his fight with I think John Ryder and is it yeah it's John Ryder, right? If I'm not mistaken, I forgot who he's fighting. I think he's fighting. Is it John Ryder? Oh yeah, it is. It's John Ryder. Yeah, he's fighting John Ryder in Mexico. John Ryder earned that title by fighting Zach Parker, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, so he won his fight versus Zach Parker. So that fight will be amazing. Hopefully, we could get Canelo back in the ring the end of the year, and we could get a Canelo versus Benavidez. I'm not sure Canelo goes back up and fights, does a rematch with Bivol. Um, Highly doubt it. So man, yeah, I would love to see that fight. If Benavidez can't get Canelo, I would love to see Charlo, even though he's coming off like a 2.5 year layoff. That would be a tough fight. Well, matter of fact, you know what? Let's cash Caleb Plant out now, man. Let's give Caleb Plant Jamal, excuse me, and Benavidez get in there with the likes of, I don't know, give him like a freaking if we can't get the big like the really big fights, give him a guy like a damn, who am I thinking of right now? Give him a Danny Jacobs. Fuck it, bro. That's a name. That's still a name. So even though you just got a big win versus a guy like even though you just got a big win versus a guy like Caleb Plant, man, give him another name to keep him busy. Cause you know the WBC. I don't trust the WBC. They're gonna whatever Canelo wants. They're gonna push that. They're gonna push that. They're gonna push that David Benavidez mandatory to the side for like another year or so, or they're gonna wait on Canelo's decision. So. We'll see how that plays out. But yeah, like I said, all in all, this was a good fight, man. I really had this one on my scorecard. I had it 117, 111. 9 rounds to three. 9 rounds to three. And it still was a good fight to me, honestly. Even though it was that wide of a score, like that margin, um, of rounds, I still had it as a really good fight, man. I'm looking forward to David Benavidez's next fight, and I'm still looking forward to see who Caleb Plant tries to bounce back against. So, let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. I'm out. Peace.